Today, sir, our topic is steps in moral deliberation and the role of ethical frameworks. So, steps in moral deliberation and the role of ethical frameworks. Moral deliberation is the process of thinking through ethical dilemmas to arrive at a morally justifiable decision. It requires clarity, empathy, and rational analysis, often guided by ethical theories. So there are 6 steps in moral deliberation and the role of ethical frameworks, which when one is confronted with a normal problem or ethical issue, he or she must do the following steps. So there are 6 steps. So step number 1, determine the moral agent's involvement in the moral situation. Step number 2, gather all necessary facts. Step number 3, identify the stakeholders. Step number 4, name all the alternative choices possible and their potential effects on all stakeholders. Step number 5. So identify the type of ethical issue at hand, determining the step value of a generic action to which a particular action belongs, deciding on a dilemma. Step number 6. Make an ethical judgment or decision. So, step number 1. Determine the moral agent's involvement in the moral situation. So one ought to take if there is a potential ethical issue to determine the level of involvement in the case at hand. In the first step, the individual may just be advised to identify which activity he or she is engaged in, whether one is making a judgment on a case that he or she is not involved in, or she truly needs to make a decision in a situation that demands him or her to act. This is the sample situation. So Maria, a student, overhears her classmates planning to cheat on the upcoming exam. She's not part of the conversation and has no involvement in the plan, but she feels uneasy about what she heard. At this point, Maria must determine if she is merely an observer or if the situation demands her to act, such as reporting it to the teacher or confronting her classmates. So, these are application of step number 1. So, Maria needs to assess her role. Is she just a bystander, or does her knowledge of the unethical act make her morally responsible to intervene? These steps helps her clarify if the situation requires her judgment or action as a moral agent. Step number 2. Gather all necessary facts. Should one ascertain his or her involvement, then he or she needs to gather all the necessary facts or circumstances committed in a given situation. The moral agent should establish whether he or she is faced with a moral situation or not, or one that merely involves a judgment in the level of aesthetics or of etiquette, and therefore is it just a normal or non-ethical question. If an individual is involved in a situation that has true moral weight, if it strikes her to the core because it involves what it truly means to be a human, then she must now establish all the facts that might have bearing on his or her decision. So this is a sample situation of step number 2. John is a team leader at a group project in school. He notices that one of his members, Alex, hasn't submitted any of his assigned tasks. Before confronting Alex or reporting him to the teacher, John decides to gather all the necessary facts first. He checks their group chats, reviews the task deadlines, and even talks to Alex privately to find out why he hasn't been participating. So this is application of step number 2. John is making sure he understands the full situation before taking action. By gathering facts, deadlines, messages, and Alex's reason, he can better judge whether this is normal issue or fairness, responsibility, or just a misunderstanding or personal difficulty.
Good day, sir. This is the continuation of our report. So this is the step 3, identify the stakeholders. So the moral agents need to identify the people or stakeholders who may potentially be affected by the implication of moral situation. or by the score, by the concrete choice of action. So, identifying the stakeholders forces the moral agent to give consideration to people aside from himself or herself. The psychological tendency of most people when confronted with an ethical choice is to simply think of themselves as what they need or what they want. In step number 4 is name all the alternative choices possible and their potential effect on all stakeholders. A moral agent must also determine how they may be affected by whichever choice to make in the given ethical situation as to what degree. After establishing the facts and identifying the stakeholders and their concerns is this matter. The moral agent must now identify the ethical issue at hand. Thank you.
Good day everyone. Step 5. Identify the types of ethical issue at hand, determining the moral value of a genetic action to which a particular action belongs, deciding on a dilemma. The moral agents determine whether a particular action in question can be identified with a general accepted ethical or unethical action. The case of the legalization of the death penalty can be the issue on an ethical value that determines such as ethical or unethical act. What would the different ethical theories or frameworks say regarding the issue? The issue of legalizing the death penalty, for example, is precisely an ethical issue or question since for some people, the act in which a state executes someone guilty of a heinous crime should not be considered an act of murder, which is always wrong. For example, the death penalty presents a complex ethical dilemma. Utilitarianism might support it if it deters crime, maximizing overall well-being. The theology would likely oppose it, as killing is inherently wrong regardless of consequences. Virtue ethics would focus on whether the state action reflects justice and mercy. Next, step 6, make an ethical judgment or decision. In making an ethical judgment or decision, clarify whether a certain action is morally right or morally wrong, and determine whether a particular action in question can be identified with a general accepted ethical and unethical action. Given in fact that after an individual has identified the ethical, the fact has been established issue. After the stakeholders been identified considering their action on the issue, the moral agent is now ready to make an ethical conclusion or decision, whether in judging what ought to be done in a given case or in coming up with a concrete action which an individual must actually perform. For example, a friend asks you to lie to their parents about their whereabouts. The ethical issue is honesty and deception. The stakeholders are you, your friends, and their parents. Choosing not to lie, even if they might be upset of your friends, it's the morally right action because it upholds the ethical principles of honesty and avoid potential negative consequences for everyone involved. The lastly, so real ethical decisions are often very difficult enough to make. And for so many different reasons, not all the facts in a given case might be available to the agent for considerations. Some facts might eventually turn out to be misleading or not true at all. And so the agent's vigilance and meticulousness in establishing the facts will always be tested in any given ethical situation.